Hi, everyone. I'm Catherine Anaya, and welcome to Conversations with Catherine. I am so excited to have with me Taryn Norley. She is the president and CEO of the ALS Association Arizona Chapter, and we've become very good friends because I have been very supportive of the organization because I have a personal connection to it, having lost my aunt to ALS. So, Taryn, it's good to talk to you again. And as always, I so appreciate everything you do.
Well, thank you. And we appreciate you. You're so supportive of us, and it's really nice.
Well, the ALS chapter has been there for my family in the toughest of times. So, on behalf of all the families that you serve, thank you. And I'm very, very excited because we have Bite Night coming up. This is a signature fundraiser for the ALS Association Arizona Chapter. It's normally held in June, but because of this pandemic, it didn't happen this past June. And so now you've pivoted. It's going to be taking place this Saturday, November 28th at 6 p.m. virtually. um, so let me just ask right off the bat, you've had to pivot. This is a brand new arena for you. How's it going?
Oh my gosh, how's it going? The week of Thanksgiving, too, right? We had to
hmm
pack it in there. It's going very well. Our supporters are so strong and dedicated to our cause, and we're just so grateful to them for coming along on this ride with us this year.
Yes, indeed. And we, my husband and I, and our friends have been supporters of Bite Night for years. It's just one of our favorite events. This year, I'm really excited because you asked me to co MC with our friend Larry Gatos, who I should mention also has a personal connection to ALS. So it's very near and dear to our hearts. So I'm very excited about this. So, can you just let people know what they can expect with this virtual Bite Night? Because normally this would be a ballroom filled with some of the best restaurants and chefs in Arizona lining the walls. That's not going to happen.
No, but what you can expect is us to still entertain you. So, what we are going to do is we have you two as our wonderful MCs, and then we have the band The Hamptons, which I think many people know from around Phoenix. They're excellent, playing some cover songs. We also have John from Ling and Louie's, who will be making the signature cocktail. We have a Bite Night cocktail for the evening, so he'll show you how to make that. And then if you did sign up early, we have catered bites that have been delivered to your home. So a lot of our great caterers, both Benedict's, Creations and Cuisine, and Heidi's Events and Catering, they have all provided delicious bites. So you can still kind of feel like you're at Bite Night with the food and the music and the entertainment. So we're hopeful it
Yes.
feels similar to you.
Well, so, obviously the food is a very big component of Bite Night, but also it's hearing from those directly impacted by ALS. So, talk to me a little bit about, the kinds of people that we'll be hearing from, who specifically and what we can expect.
Yeah, so this year, all about the healthcare heroes, right? We've been honoring them because of what they do. And our healthcare heroes do that on an everyday basis. So this year, we will be honoring Barrow Neurological Institute. We'll be honoring the Mayo Clinic, and we will be honoring Honor Health. So, all of our certified centers that are there. And then we have two additional ALS clinics that will be honored. And it's going to be a great program. We just wanted to take a time during this time to honor them and thank them for all the work that they do. So you'll see the neurologist, but you're also going to hear from our patients that go to that neurologist and the words that they have to say about the care and service that they receive at an ALS clinic or certified center.
And that always becomes very emotional because, there are some people who probably have not experienced ALS and don't understand just how devastating it is. So, can you just, for those who are watching who don't understand exactly what it is, and by the way, it's also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, how it impacts a person who is living with it?
Yeah, so sadly, right now, ALS is a terminal disease, and once diagnosed, life prognosis is 2 to 5 years. And so, when you are given that diagnosis, you can only imagine what changes in the family, what changes in your own thoughts, and as you plan for the future. And so that is kind of the walk that they take. And the neurologist is there with the family because it does affect the family. And I've seen them give out their cell phone numbers. They call and follow up with them. I've seen our doctors take patients to rock concerts. We had one of our doctors at Mayo Clinic used to do that. So the relationship is really special and they're really devoted to the cause. And you're going to hear more of that at Bite Nite this year, kind of what interests them into the field of neurology and why ALS, why they selected it. So I'm really excited to hear them share that, because it is a disease that we hear is very hard and we get approached that way a lot. You know, how do you continue to do your job? It's so devastating when you know that you don't have a cure yet. And we said, and we'll all say, you know, it's the quality of life that we want to provide for that family. I would love to be there with you as you're walking through this journey. You know, how hard, what can we do to make it easier?
Absolutely. And, you know, my family will be the first to tell you that the services that they were able to, get from the ALS Association help make all the difference in the world, because on average, it costs about $200,000 to care for someone with ALS. So that's why, an event like Bite Night is so important, to keep raising those funds, to keep being able to provide those necessary services for families. And it doesn't just affect the patient, it affects the entire family, right?
Absolutely. And, you know, it's been amazing when you talk with someone who's been diagnosed with ALS. What they always tell me is, I'm okay, Taryn. I'll get through this. And, you know, they know that they will pass away, but will you care for my wife? Will you care for my husband? What about my children? What can you do for them? And so they are the biggest pushers for our services and advocating for their families and loved ones. That's who they want to save.
Can you just walk me through real quickly some of these services and programs that you do provide for families dealing with ALS?
Yeah. So our largest program is our equipment loan closet. And so in there, we have powered wheelchairs, we have bidets, we have ramps, everything that you may need in your home. We really want to keep the patient at home. That's where they're comfortable. That's where they need to be. And so we have that type of equipment to keep them there and to keep them safe. At any given time, we can have up to $70,000 worth of equipment in a home. And so that's one of our most popular programs. We really don't want to see the family spend out of pocket. And if we can loan it, that works really well. Support groups are also a wonderful program. You get to come together with either a person who's going through the same disease or a caregiver who is caring for someone. And then we have created a couple years ago, based off of Gatos connection and also who you've interviewed, Steve Passo, we came up with the children's program. And so that is a big support system for children who will lose a loved one to ALS. So those are kind of some of our big programs. And one of the newer ones that's been around for a couple of years is our Living with ALS program. And again, it's back to that quality of life. And we will take people living with ALS horseback riding. We will take them fishing. They did air riflery. I always joke, we're in Arizona, right? So air riflery was a big one. And that horseback riding, fishing, they've got to go on water rafts and go out on boats with us. So we just want to keep them happy and keep them, focused on living their life to the fullest.
Well, you're amazing. Your entire staff is amazing. And I know that you're putting your heart and soul into making this year's Bite Night the best that it can possibly be virtually. And so we are very excited to be on board. I know I can speak for Larry when I say that. So you mentioned that people can do the Bite experience, the catering experience, if they registered early. Is there still time to register?
Oh, sadly, those had to close because of our caterers. So we don't have that anymore, but we do have a wonderful program that is available.
Yes,
for you
we
that
do.
night. And we'll encourage you to make your own food. You can have some of those Thanksgiving leftovers. Maybe that might be some good way to finish those up.
Well, and you know what? On top of that, I mean, look, you can go to the website, find out who those folks are, maybe go get your food early.
Yeah.
From the same people who are supporting our endeavor on Saturday night. So I'm really excited. Can people still register to watch the event, to join us?
Yes, we want people to watch. We have fabulous live auction items. We have a great silent auction. There's even a raffle that you can enter. So there is a big screen TV, 43-inch smart TV, or a wine fridge, one of my favorites, filled with wine. So that is very good right now during this time. So we have that
Absolutely.
too, right? So there's a drawing for those prizes as well. And so if you go to bitenite.org, and I put the sign back here because we spell it a little uniquely, BITENITE.org, and you can find out everything there.
Okay, so all you need to know about joining us for a very fun, emotional, and important evening, Bite Night 2020, this Saturday, November 28th, 6 p.m. Go to bitenite.org. And also, if you want to know any more about ALS, volunteering, how you can help beyond this Saturday night, it's webaz.alsa.org. Did I get that right?
Yeah, and we can simplify it too for you, alsaz.org. If you go
There
there,
you go.
easy peasy.
Yes. Thank you, Taryn. It's always great to talk to you. Appreciate all of you. Looking forward to Saturday night. It's going to be a blast.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks so much for watching Conversations with Catherine. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, like, and comment while you're here. I'll see you next time.